Hey again, it's Drew from Power Through Consulting. Just wanted to give you a quick updated video because we added some additional features to the donate pages in your new custom donate page template. So just want to give you a little tour about how some of these things work so you know exactly what we're getting into. So to start off, I'll be using in the help documentation, we use this as the example. It's donate page 15860. If you need to come find it later. This is sort of like a working example with all the things in it. The part down here in the footer connects to our GDPR compliance tools. We've already have a separate video. This works the same as on the action pages. So if you watch the video about that in the video just above this one, section just above this, that'll walk you through all the stuff in the footer. One thing to say is we did add some additional styling. You can see here in the back end, they just show up as this little bulleted list, but these are formatted. If I come into the source view, you'll see they're wrapped. We've added some bootstrap column elements to create the formatting. You want the left, right kind of view on that. I'll just show you a quick view of this page so you can see how it looks for the user on the front end. So here's our two things, and they have these little rollover buttons. So just showing you where to find all that stuff. That is all governed by the classes here, nav, pills, nav stacked. Those ones are what covers the styling on these buttons. So you can go back and edit the CSS on that later if you need to. And putting it in these stack divs with the bootstrap column styles is what makes them format over on the right and makes this column with the mail and other ways to give links narrower than the rest of the page. So that's where those parts are. The other main thing that's new in the last couple weeks is this updated monthly and quarterly giving tools. So you can see the amounts down here change based on whether I'm selecting one-time, monthly, or quarterly donations. So the way that you put those in now, we went back and forth. We had a formula in there before and didn't quite like the formula we had. We were looking for more fixed values, so we decided to just go ahead and make it something customizable for you so you can change your minds. Normally, you would come in here to the amounts tab in your donate page, right? And this is where you would list the donation amounts. You can see what's in here is 20, 50, 100, 250, etc. But when I look back here they are, same amounts. But when you have these monthly or quarterly amounts, it's changing to different amounts than were indicated there. So what we've done is we've added this tab that says custom fields. And there are default values put in there, but I can add here. So if I wanted the monthly amounts to be like 5, 7, 10, 15, 25, like that. I'm going to come back here and reload my page. When I come into the monthlies now, it's 5, 7, 10, 15, and 25. So you can put in whatever the amounts you want are, and it goes on this last field for custom fields. You can change, if you do put something in the one-time amounts, which is different than the amount you put in the amounts tab, then whatever's on the custom field tab will sort of supersede this. So just for example, show you if I come in here and say 10, 20, 50, 1,000, different amounts than we had in the other one. Hit save. Now when I reload, there it is, 10, 20, 50, and 1,000. So do make sure you can put them in both places if you want. If you leave these blank, it will default to whatever you put in the amount section for the one-time amount. And then the default amounts for monthly and quarterly are what Mike had sent us. And it's what will show up here once I've removed all those optional amounts. So it's 5, 10, 20, 25, 50, 100 for monthly, and 10, 25, 50, 75, 100, 250 for quarterly amounts. So again, you can leave those blank, and this is what will show up as the default amounts, or you can come into the custom fields tab each time and customize both the one-time, monthly, and quarterly amounts just for this page. So wanted to show you there's a couple of additional features. Everything else in here should work, same way it always has for Salsa donate pages. No other changes needed. The one other thing we did talk about, just to make sure you know where it is to create the short URL. So you can see this donate page, and then it ends with give at USCPR. This is where you set that. This is just a built-in salsa feature. Just defines the end part just after the donate page / whatever that last little bit would be. But it does give you a little bit of customization on that. So those are the new tools in the donate pages, and let us know if you have any questions.